The party was loud, bright, and full of colors, just the way my granddaughter liked it. Pink balloons floated near the ceiling. Children ran across the living room with sticky fingers, and the smell of cake and frosting hung in the air. I stood near the gift table, smiling as I watched her laugh, my heart swelling with pride. I had helped raise my son as a single mother, and now here I was, watching his child turn 6. It felt like a full circle moment. I stepped forward when it was time to sing happy birthday, hoping to stand close and take a photo. But as I moved, my son suddenly put his hand out and gently, but firmly, pushed me to the side. "Mom, not now," he whispered sharply. "You're blocking the view." His words were quiet, but they landed hard. People were watching. I froze, confused and embarrassed, and took a step back. I tried to brush it off. Maybe he was stressed. Parties can do that to people. Still, I stood there, feeling oddly invisible, as if I were just another piece of furniture. His wife stood beside him, smiling for the camera, while I hovered near the wall. No one noticed the way my smile slowly faded. As the candles were blown out and the kids cheered, I felt a tight knot in my chest. Memories came rushing back: late nights working double shifts, skipped meals so my son could eat, school events where I was the only parent clapping the loudest. I had never asked for anything in return. I never expected gratitude. But being pushed aside like that hurt more than I wanted to admit. I walked toward the quiet hallway and sat down on a small chair, away from the noise. My hands trembled slightly as I reached into my purse and pulled out my phone. I wasn't sure what I was going to do at first. Call someone, leave early, pretend I wasn't hurt. Then I opened my photos. I scrolled past old pictures, my son as a baby in my arms, his first day of school, his graduation. Then I saw one of my granddaughter from the day she was born. I remembered how he had called me crying, asking me to come right away because he didn't know what to do. I had dropped everything, just like always. An idea formed quietly in my mind. I opened my messages and typed a short text to my son. I didn't send it right away. I read it again, making sure my words were calm, not angry. Then I hit send. "Hey, I'm stepping out early." I didn't want to cause any trouble. I just wanted you to know that being pushed aside today hurt more than you think. I love you and your daughter. I always will. I slipped my phone back into my purse and stood up. No one stopped me as I grabbed my coat. The party continued behind me, laughter echoing through the house. I walked to my car, sat inside, and let the silence settle around me. For the first time in a long while, I didn't cry. I just breathed. I drove home slowly, replaying the moment over and over. Part of me felt guilty for sending that message on his daughter's birthday. Another part of me knew I had stayed silent for too many years. Boundaries weren't something I had ever learned to set. An hour later, my phone buzzed. I looked at the screen and saw his name. I hesitated before answering. "Mom," he said, his voice softer than I expected. "I just read your message." I didn't realize. I didn't think it would hurt you like that. "I know," I replied quietly. "That's why I left. I didn't want to make a scene." There was a pause. Then he sighed. "Things have been stressful. I shouldn't have taken it out on you. I'm sorry." Those words, simple as they were, loosened something inside me. "I don't need to be the center of attention," I said. "I just don't want to feel invisible." "I never meant to make you feel that way," he said. "You're important. To me, to her." A few days later, he came by my house alone. He brought a small cupcake with a candle on top and asked me to sing happy birthday with him, just the two of us. It wasn't about the cake or the candle. It was about being seen. That day didn't magically fix everything between us, but it changed something. He started calling more, asking for my opinion, inviting me instead of assuming. And I learned that reaching for my phone wasn't about sending a message. It was about finally finding my voice. Sometimes the smallest actions speak the loudest. And sometimes, being pushed aside is the moment that teaches you to stand up for yourself.